are family members for Ms. Guyger.
The judge read the jury's verdict, convicting former Dallas police officer Amber Guyger of murder. That same jury will now decide her punishment.
The jury just heard from Botham Jean's sister. She is sharing how her brother's murder has impacted her family, especially her mother and her father. This again, the penalty phase, Amber Guyger awaiting her fate.
We try our best to comfort each other, but it's really hard because sometimes she calls me on a bad day where I'm low. For Bertram, I would describe him as just a shell, because it's like the light behind his eyes are off. He's not the same.
And attorneys for the Jean family are calling today's verdict a huge victory.
Guyger will go to prison, anywhere from 5 to 99 years in prison. Probation, we're told, is not an option for her.
Our team coverage spans from the Frank Crowley Courthouse to the Southside Flats, the site of the shooting. Let's go ahead and begin with CBS 11's Steve Pickett with reaction to today's verdict. Steve, legal reps for the Jean family called the conviction historic for Dallas.
There is no question their focal point has been a repetition, they say, of the shooting of unarmed African-American men throughout the nation. And in their view, this was simply a reflection of it in this case, and they wanted a guilty verdict from this jury, and you saw that happen today. I saw other attorneys who worked in this courthouse all day, every day, with shock and surprise on that verdict and their reaction, but also people who came here, tears in their eyes, those same people who've been coming for the past week to watch this trial themselves.
This verdict is for them. This verdict is for them. That's right.
It was the family of Botham Jean and their legal team expressing their satisfaction with this murder conviction. At the backdrop of this case, a continuing accusation that Guyger's killing of Jean was another case of police misuse of force and brutality. You did not hear that specifically argued in the prosecution of Amber Guyger in this trial, but the spokespersons for the family today said today's conviction sent a message to Dallas police and frankly nationwide.
It's a sad reality that this community waited on pins and needles to decide whether or not someone could be held guilty for killing an unarmed black man in his home while eating ice cream. But we just hope that now people who live in the Southside Flats, people who live in houses that look identical, this ruling will now say that you are safe to be in your homes, and people can no longer just say, I've made a mistake.
These are images, video that document the reaction in court of Amber issue. There are family members for Ms. Guyger present in that courtroom today. No official response from them. They have not been talking since this trial started, and no response from them after hearing this verdict. Again, the Jean family specifically did not speak because, as you know, they were going to be testifying in the penalty phase, but their representative simply said they knew in their hearts and minds that this was a murder case and wanted a murder conviction, and very happy to have it. Reporting live, Steve Pickett.
Find the defendant, Amber Guyger, guilty of murder as charged in the indictment.
The Botham Jean family embracing shortly after the judge read the jury's verdict, convicting former Dallas police officer Amber Guyger of murder. That same jury will now decide her punishment.
The jury just heard from Botham Jean's sister. She is...
But once again, there is the judge, Tammy Kemp. She is back inside the courtroom to continue the sentencing phase of this trial. J.D. Miles joins us now from the Frank Crowley Courthouse with what the jury has heard so far.